Good afternoon, my dear students. Today we are going to talk about the discovery of America. As for grammar point, and today we are going to talk about the conditional sentences. But first, let me tell you some information about the discovery of America. Christopher Columbus discovered America in 1492. He was born in Italy. His father and both grandfathers were cloth makers. Columbus was a seaman and made many sea voyages. Most people in Columbus's days thought that the earth was flat, and they didn't believe that beyond the Atlantic Ocean lay India. In 1492, the king and the queen of Spain gave him money to go to India. He decided to sail west as he was sure that our planet was round. There were 3 caravels, the Santa Maria, the Nina, and the Pinta. After sailing for 1,000 miles, he reached some land. The crew saw something like white cliff and cried out, "Tierra," that means land. Columbus thought that it must be India, but it wasn't. It was a new land, a new continent. It was America. Columbus named the land they reached San Salvador. People began to speak about the land as the New World. European people came to New Worlds for many reasons. Some hoped to find gold and silver. Priests and missionaries came to bring the Christian religion to the Indians. Among those who came for freedom was a small group of English people called pilgrims. They wanted to start a new life and to have no religious problems they had in England. In 1620, on the ship Mayflower, they landed in the northeast of America. They set up a colony and called it New England. And now I'm going to ask you a few questions and try to answer them. You will see them on your monitors or screens.
Who discovered America? King and Queen of what country gave Columbus money for voyage? How many caravels were there? How did Columbus name the land he had reached? What reasons did Europeans come to New Land for? What do you know about pilgrims?
As you can see from this picture, there are 4 types of conditional sentences. The first one is zero conditional. We use this sentence when we talk about something that is always true. After if, we use present simple, and in the second part, we use present simple as well. For example, if you don't water plants, they die. The next type is first conditional. We use first conditional when we talk about real and possible situations. If, present simple, the second part is formed with will and the base form of the verb. For example, I'll go to the gym if I finish working early. The second conditional is used to talk about unreal or impossible things that could be now or in the future. After if, we use past simple, and in the second part we use would, could, might, and base form. For example, if I were a top model, I would travel around the world. In the third conditional, we use to talk about something that didn't happen in the past. After if, in the third conditional, we use past perfect, and in the main part we use would, could, might, plus have, plus past participle. For example, I wouldn't have got lost if you had given me the ride. And there are some cases of mixed conditionals. The first type is when we mix third or second conditional, past situation and present consequence. For example, if I had taken the medicine, I would feel better today. I didn't take the medicine and I don't feel good today. The second type of mixed conditional is when we mix second and third conditional, if it's present situation but past consequence. For example, if you were more responsible, you would have got that job. You are not so responsible, so you didn't get the job.
And now let's look at each type of conditional thoroughly. Zero conditional. We use the zero conditional to talk about things that are always true, like a scientific fact. Structure. After if we use present simple, and in the main part we use present simple as well. For example, if you freeze water, it turns into ice, and if you heat water at 100 degrees, it boils. If students miss an exam, the professor fails them. If my wife has a cold, I usually catch it. I get tired if I work too much. If I'm late for dinner, start eating without me. This is always true. This always happens. First conditional. We use first conditional to talk about possibilities in the present or in the future. Structure. After if, we use present simple. In the main part, we use future simple. For example, if it rains, I will stay at home. If I wake up late, I'll miss the bus. And if it's sunny, we'll go to the park. If Joan leaves, Paula will be sad. If I find your email, I will send you the picture. If you study hard, you will pass your exams. This is possibility in the present or in the future. Second conditional. We use second conditional in imaginary situations in the present or in the future. Structure. After if, we use past simple. In the main part, we use present conditional. Would, wouldn't, plus verb, pair form. For example, if I won $1 million, I would buy a new car. If I were you, I would quit smoking. If I were the president, I would lower taxes. They would stay longer if they had more time. If I won $1 million, I could stop working. If I had more free time, I could travel around the world. This is imaginary situation in the present or in the future. Third conditional. We use third conditional in imaginary situations in the past. Structure. After if, we use past perfect. In the main part, we use perfect conditional. Would, wouldn't, plus have, plus past participle. For example, if I had got a gold medal, I would have been happy. If I had met Susan last week, I would have given her the book. If the weather had been good, we would have gone water skiing. If you had got up earlier, you would have caught the earlier train. Thank you for your attention.